up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Nerf Star Wars Chewbacca Blaster from the new Solo movie. Okay, you guys, I was able to get the new Chewbacca Blaster, and this thing looks pretty cool, but it's definitely not quite as big as I was hoping for, and the stock is quite a bit shorter than I had hoped for. But that being said, I was able to pick this up at Toys R Us. It did cost me nearly $40. It was 10% off because they are going out of business, and I think there's a little confusion. Some people think that Toys R Us is already out of business. They are not already out of business in my area. They still have all 3 stores still open, although they are going out of business and liquidating their products, although they don't seem to be in a big hurry about that. Nevertheless, we will get on with the review. The Chewbacca Blaster is once again a glow strike blaster, so it does light up and make noises. So that's pretty cool. So this unfortunately is only going to be a 2-shot front-loading blaster, which I was kind of hoping for more of the original Stormtrooper blaster reshell that took a magazine in the side of the blaster, and that is not the case. So that being said, this is going to do something pretty cool and shoot 2 darts at once, although it only is going to hold 2 darts. It does come with 6 though, so I guess you get some reloads there. It is once again advertising the 75 feet and 22 meters. It tells us here that the stock is going to have dart storage, so you can store some extra darts in there, which is kind of neat. It has a scope up here that is just for looks, but it does attach or detach. The blaster fires 2 darts at once, like I said, and it looks like it's going to be a kind of a shotgun pump prime and then pull the trigger to fire. So pretty straightforward, pretty cool. Although the blaster that Chewbacca is wielding here is much cooler looking than this one. It has a lot more details, and it has a handle here that's completely missing from here. So for cosplayers, I'm not sure that this is going to be just a painted up and it's going to look just like Chewbacca's blaster. It's going to probably be smaller than his, and you may need to add some 3D printed parts to make it look more real or authentic to the movie. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box. Alright, you guys, so there's the blaster, and it does come with 6 glow strike darts. That's pretty cool. We'll load 2 of them in the front here, and then we'll pop open our stock here and throw some others in the back. Let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So very similar to the Modulus storage stock. It just has like a big hole in there, and you can just kind of throw loose darts in. I'm sure you can fit quite a few in there. That's pretty cool. I'll probably let you guys know kind of how many darts I can fit in there. You know, it is a short stock, but it actually isn't horrible. It reminds me a little bit of like the Desolator, you know, stock. It's short, but it's tight and compact. So, you know, I think some people won't be too upset with the length, but other people will. But as far as putting this on something else, you know, I'm not sure how well it's going to look because the molding isn't going to line up quite like it does with this blaster. And as I said, it primes with a shotgun prime like that. The scope is, you can just see right through it. It has no glass. It definitely doesn't magnify like a scope, but it does have a very small hole there, so it's a little bit easier to actually use it as a sight or of some sort, so that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and take a shot with the blaster. So it fires them both at once. I'm going to try that again. I think that there's no staggered trigger or anything like that. I think you have to shoot both of them unless you only have one loaded. So we'll go ahead and shoot 2 more here. I'll try again. Yeah. So they definitely both shoot at once. There's no staggered trigger like the rough cut, so my guess is there's only 1 plunger tube in there. Go ahead and just load 1 dart. See how it does with that. Shot that a lot harder just with one, which is probably to be expected. So that's pretty good. You know what? I think this is pretty cool. It is definitely not a tiny blaster, but it just doesn't look quite Chewbacca size to me, but it looks more like a normal person size blaster, which is definitely cool. You know, I think it's got a lot of cool features. The handle and grip is very comfortable. I kind of like this little jagged part out here. That's pretty neat. And the stock does remove just like, and it will attach to any other N-Strike blaster. So that's pretty cool. You could take another stock and put it on there. So that's pretty neat. And for comparison real quick, that is how long the stock is. Raider style stock all the way forward. So, you know, I know that will make a few people upset, but, you know, that actually looks reasonably decent on there. So the blaster does shoot glow darts, so like all of them, they have UV lights inside the barrels there that charges the glow darts, and you can kind of see a purple hue there, I think. And that's how that works. It comes on the prime of the blaster and will go off when you fire it. So that's pretty neat. So the battery compartment is right here. You just have to undo that screw, and that will allow you to replace your batteries when need be. And it takes 3 AAA batteries, but it does come with those included, which is really cool. I mean, honestly, I really like this blaster. It feels really good. The stock is short, but not horrible. I really wish it was magazine fed. If it was magazine fed, I would use this a lot. I would definitely mod it and make it into something really cool. Unfortunately, it's just a 2-shot shotgun, which is neat, but definitely not practical if you're looking at using this for like a Nerf war or something. If you're just wanting it for cosplay or something like that, I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it's nearly as minimized as the Chewbacca bow was, but it probably is not going to look massive if you're like a 7'2" guy like Chewbacca is and, you know, holding this. So cool looking blaster. I think it's time to go ahead and take this outside, put it over the chronograph in the range, and see what kind of performance we get. Alright, you guys, let's go ahead and put a couple shots over the chronograph with the Chewbacca blaster. I'm going to just load one dart in. We're going to do a few from the top and a few from the bottom, because the chronograph doesn't work really well when you shoot multiple darts across it. So we'll go ahead and give this a try. 72. And I was able to get about 11 darts comfortably in the back here. So maybe 12 can fit in there, but with the way it's funneled, it really can't fit too many more than that. We'll go ahead and try one in the bottom this time. 77. So this definitely has a little bit of power to it. I'm actually pretty impressed with how much power it has, at least with shooting one dart. 76, bottom. That one flew forever. 71. We'll go ahead and try a few AccuFakes. 71. I'm just alternating back and forth, top and bottom. 71, but they're pretty consistent actually. I don't find one shooting significantly better than the other. 70. 71. Alright, let's check the ranges. It is very wet out here today, guys. It's just been raining constantly, and I'm glad we've got a dry time to do it. But the AccuFakes obviously go a lot shorter. That one was 33, one at 36, one at 38, one at 39. Then we have our Elite Star Wars glow darts, and this one's just short of 44. This one's at 45. This one's right at 50, and one flew really far actually and went about 66.5 feet. So that's pretty good. Let's go back and shoot some shotgun bursts like it's meant to do. I'll try to get some chronograph readings that way, but definitely try to get ranges that way. All right, just got 2 of the Star Wars Elite darts loaded up. See if we can get a reading and some good ranges. 61, 57, 53, 41. We're not headed in the right direction, so I'm not sure how accurate these are. We'll do a couple of AccuFakes just for the heck of it. 53. So ranges and performance obviously gets worse with the shotgun blast. All right, so the AccuFakes once again were the shortest, right at 28 feet. Then we have an Elite Dart just past 28 feet and one at 29. This one about 32, 33 with the Star Wars Elites. This one about 33 and a half, this one at 34. And then one of the regular Elites went pretty far and about 37 and a half feet. So not great ranges with the shotgun blast. It performs much better when shooting it singled, and you will be able to get those 75-foot ranges possibly if you're shooting it singled with an angle. But shotgun angled, we will test. I'm not sure we'll be able to get it, but maybe with the right wind, we will see. Spread is pretty good with the shotgun, so there's that. But you know, if they let you use this in like a pistol round or something, I would say it could be kind of fun, but a lot of people don't allow shotgun blasts for pistol rounds. Wow, those went way to the right. I wouldn't say that went 75. We'll try two more. We'll put a Star Wars one in the bottom and an Elite in the top. Top went further. Try that again. We'll do the Star Wars one this time in the top and the Elite in the bottom. So pretty good ranges that way. So our shortest one is about almost 52 feet. We got another one here about a little past 54. This one's just past 62. This one way over here went just past 65. Then we have one here just about 70 feet. So that one hit 70. And this one maybe 71 feet. So not quite 75 feet, but with the right wind, maybe you can get that. But still pretty good performance out of this blaster. Let's go back inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys. So this thing performs better than I expected it to, especially with just one dart. It actually has some pretty decent pop, and it probably could be modified to shoot quite a bit harder. So we might take a look at that sometime in the future. Let me know if you'd like to see a modification guide for this. As far as for cosplay purposes, I think it's going to be decent. I don't think it's going to be amazing. I think there's going to be a little bit of work to be done besides just putting a paint job on this to make it look, you know, screen accurate to, you know, a pretty reasonable level anyway. But that being said, I think it's definitely a lot better than the last Chewbacca blaster. His bow blaster was pretty pathetic, and this is quite a bit better than that. At $40, that is a hefty price to pay, and all these Star Wars blasters are pretty overpriced, and, you know, it really is going to have to be something you really think is cool and really want to pay that kind of price for. I think the blaster is actually very comfortable. Both grips are very, very beefy and big and large and nice for adult hands. The stock is a little short, definitely too short for Chewbacca. And it's, I mean, I don't mind it too much, but it would have been nice to see it a little bit more here, you know, a little, maybe an inch or two longer. But that being said, I think it's a very cool looking stock. The detailing is really nice, at least on the right side. The left side isn't as bad as the Kira blaster, but it's definitely, you know, typical Nerf and Hasbro, and not really going super detailed with that side of the shell. So all that being said, I think it's a pretty cool blaster. It definitely is a fun blaster to play with around the house, you know, with the front loaders. I always enjoy those. I think those are the most practical for around the house kind of play. And if you want to, you know, pretend you're Chewbacca, you know, then this definitely would be great for a kid. So I think it's a cool blaster. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know how you liked it in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the blaster in the comment section below. I hope you appreciated me going out and getting this for you guys so you could see it firsthand. I probably wouldn't have picked it up otherwise, but I'm not upset with my purchase. So definitely smash that like button. Please subscribe. And as always, peace out.